With Hiring Hoosiers, we are connecting you to initiatives that are in place to keep Hoosiers at work. That is also the goal behind a grant awarded to the Indiana Manufacturers Association. RTV6's Amanda Starantino explains how the grant by the RX Abuse Leadership Initiative will directly respond to the opioid misuse and the addiction crisis in the state to keep employees in their jobs.
Methamphetamines. I was an addict.
Shelly Manis of Rochester knows what life can be like for an addict. She was in prison for dealing meth. Now she's on a new clean path of her life thanks to an employer, Recycle Force, who gave her a second chance.
There are so many of us out there. They don't ask what you've done, but they know you've had a past and you got to ask, and they want to give you that chance that no one else is wanting to.
The opportunity that Shelly got at Recycle Force is what the RX Abuse Leadership Initiative, also known as Rally, is aiming for in the manufacturing industry. But with the push to tackle the problem before they have to leave the workforce.
They know what to look for.
This grant from Rally to the Indiana Manufacturers Association is to keep Hoosiers hired in the state's largest industry. Hoosiers like Shelly, who are in recovery, and those still suffering addiction.
If you're only doing a drug test after you've had an incident or an accident, you're a little bit behind the times. We need more workers. We need skilled workers. And Indiana's not growing in population in any substantive way, so what we really need to do is grow the participation rate.
The state's legislature created a bill for a second chance program. Rally Indiana awarded a $45,000 grant to the IMA to equip Indiana's largest industry with new resources in response to the addiction crisis.
If an employee or a new hire would fail a drug test, they wouldn't be dismissed. They'd be able to stay employed so long as they entered into a drug treatment program. So part of the grant with Rally is connecting businesses not just to the structure of those programs, but also connecting them to the state resources and the local treatment options.
This grant will fund addiction education in the workplace. With the new funding, Rally Indiana and the IMA has created a digital toolkit and website specifically designed for employers within the manufacturing industry to offer guidance on how to identify and address substance misuse. It's a starting point to change in this statewide issue, affecting not only our workforce, but Hoosier families.
Well, these toolkits are currently rolling out into Indiana manufacturing companies statewide. For more information on how Rally Indiana and the IMA is responding to the opioid epidemic, head to hiringhoosiers.com. That's where you can also find all of our other Hiring Hoosiers stories. Stocks are up, and it's because of today's bad jobs report. Companies added 75,000 jobs in May. Experts expected more than double that. That bad report sparked hopes that the Fed would lower interest rates to offset economic soft spots. That got investors excited enough to erase losses over trade tensions. Also in today's report, wage growth slowed down, and the unemployment rate stayed the same at 3.6%. With today's jobs numbers, Annie Taylor decided to ask, how do these numbers impact our bargaining power, from asking for more money to getting extra perks?
Whether you're looking for a new job or currently have one, but you want to negotiate more money, we've got some tips on how to ask and what to ask to get what you want.
We always try to stress total compensation package as opposed to a dollar amount.
Jody Roberts with recruiting firm Robert Half says that total compensation are the perks and benefits beyond the paycheck, such as flexible work hours, more vacation time, better benefits, even transportation money. And now, before you ask for what you want, Jody says you must know your worth.
Coming in with confidence is the biggest thing, ensuring that they understand that you know exactly what you're worth.
If you're currently employed, you'll have more leverage if you share what you've accomplished.
What are the expectations of me in the first 30, 60, 90 days, or 6 months, 12 months, so that you can be sure to check those boxes and then come to the table to HR or your hiring manager with regards to the things that you've accomplished up to that point or exceeded in.
Don't demand. Jody says it's all in the way you ask. Clarify any questions you might have on vacation time policy, work-life balance, and flexible hours, even career growth. If you're unemployed, don't ask for what you want in the first interview. And if you are already employed, Jody says give yourself a year before asking for more. And remember, you might have more bargaining power than you think.
There are plenty of employers out there that are willing to hire you. At the end of the day, it's just remembering that it's strictly business. All you can do is ask.
I'm Annie Taylor reporting.
Still ahead, details on an upcoming opportunity to expand on your job search and career resources What you need to know about this weekend event, that's next right here on RTV6.
Saturday at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Right now in Hiring Hoosiers, we want to connect you with employment opportunities, training programs, and education. We've told you about how Employee Indy's Work One Office, the Employee Indy is having an open house. It's happening Saturday, June 15th from 11 to 1. There will be a job fair and other career resources, but we want to make a correction. The event will take place at 4410 North Shadeland Avenue, a new location for Work One Indy. Again, that's 11 to 1 on the 15th at 4410 North Shadeland.